Yes, I'm Aaron Harvey. I'm a soldier in the National Guard, and I live in Greentree, not too far from campus, and I live there just so it's close, but also so I can avoid the traffic trying to commute to and from campus.
Students probably live off campus for a variety of reasons. I mean, not all of which I'll know.
My name is Nuts. I used to live on campus as a freshman, then I moved out to the Highlands because that's where they used to throw down at, but now I live at Lakeside because it's more chill and laid back.
I like living off campus because I can actually have alcohol in my refrigerator.
I live off campus and spend more time doing the things that matter.
I live off campus so I can have more room for my food.
I live off campus so my babies have more room to play.
I like living off campus because I can smoke cigarettes on my balcony without having to walk 10 feet away.
I live off campus so I have my own space to just hang around.
I like living off campus because I have a queen-size bed all to myself.
A lot of our upperclassmen tend to live off campus, and I think it's probably because at that point they're maybe a little more ready developmentally.
I live off campus so I can have more room for my wiener.
I live off campus because I like to turn up the heat all year long, baby.
I live off campus so I can have a cold beer right when I want one.
Man, I love college.
It's no surprise why a student would choose to live on campus at Mississippi State University. The campus offers many amenities such as a state-of-the-art cafeteria with a diverse menu, a postal office in the heart of campus, and the Culver Student Union, which offers more commercial dining options, central banking, convenience stores with basic living needs, and other personal services for students who prefer staying on campus. However, the city of Starkville has much to offer students as well, which explains why 75% of MSU students live off campus. This documentary will delve into the benefits and downfalls of living in some of the most popular off-campus housing facilities and the effects this has on students' grades and campus involvement.
I think that you have to be a more self-disciplined student if you live off campus because you're not 5 seconds from class, so you have to get up on time to get to campus and all of those things, you know. And it can present more challenges sometimes to students, like parking.
The 14 residence halls at MSU offer a variety of options for students, which is a good thing considering that all freshmen at State are required to live on campus. Since the fall of 2008, MSU has enacted a freshman residency requirement policy stating that students who live on campus are more likely to earn higher grades, graduate on time, and have a more enjoyable overall experience.
Research has shown that students that live together, eat together, and study together will do better overall academically and will therefore continue on their success at Mississippi State University.
But this doesn't deter the majority of students from moving off campus as soon as they get the chance.
Hey, my name is Dartavius Chandler. I'm a freshman. I live in Hawthorne. And if I could live off campus, I live in The Point because it's a safe environment and it's a reasonable distance from school.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I live in Evans Hall. If I could choose to live off campus, I would choose to live at Academy Village.
Oh, my name is LaSonda Johnson. I live in Rice Hall, and if I could live anywhere off campus, I would choose to live in the Highlands.
And I live in Rice Hall, and if I could live anywhere off campus, I live in Glen Hollows.
Really and truly, to tell you kind of how the off-campus student services department was created here, was a couple of years ago, we were lacking on enough residence halls for students that wanted to live on campus. And there were a lot of students that had to be turned away because we have a freshman requirement. Right. And so there was a great need for students to find housing off campus.
Ain't going out like a sucker, no way.
I'm nice right now, man.
My third year living in the Highlands, and I was in high school. I was visiting. I visited Starkville twice, and each time I just come up to my friend who lived in the Highlands, and I fell in love with it when I came up here. We're in the White Realty right now, and I've been so much happier with them. Just whenever we have a problem with the house, they're jotting me on the spot, and they come out here a lot quicker, and they're just a lot easier to pay bills to them. They've been.
Honestly, Cowbells just isn't my kind of bar. People love it, but it makes studying more of a challenge because of all the late night traffic.
But could where you live really affect your grades? We spoke with Ty Abernathy to find out.
So it might be safe to say, about 90 or more % of our freshmen live on campus. But of the 10% or so that doesn't live on campus, they tend to have about a 2/10 of a grade point average lower. Maybe something like 2.7 versus 2.5 or 2.8 versus 2.6.
One of the biggest things we've seen with the off-campus housing portion is that proximity is important, but so is transportation. Lakeside and the Point. Those two have been kind of on the radar because people are looking for that transportation aspect, Right.
Please put it in the air. That party last night was awfully crazy. I wish we taped it. I danced my ass.
Best apartment I've ever been in. 4-bedroom, 4-bath, kitchen, living room. Everyone has their own deadbolt over the door, so if you don't necessarily have 3 other roommates to move in, then you can feel comfortable with all your stuff locked away. I've lived at the Polos as well. A little roomier, but this place definitely makes up for it with the amenities. All the management know me by name. I'm pretty sure they know damn near everybody by name. They're very personal, and they're not afraid to do whatever they can to help you out. They have the best pool in Starkville. When I lived on campus, everything was monotonous. I feel like also by the time you move off campus, you're a little more mature, and you have the urge to go back to class, so grades raise. And I mean, when you're on campus, there's all that stuff to do. You're not going to get any classwork done. I feel like that can be a negative thing. I took part of too many campus activities, and now I sparingly do what I need to do. Live at Lakeside.
Time isn't wasted when you're getting wasted. Woke up today and all I can say is,
Yes, we like living at the Point because it's convenient, it's near campus.
It's a good price.
It's like by 2 gas stations, we don't have to drive down the road, you have to go get gas. It's by bars.
The amenities are good too. The pool.
And the tan bed.
Gym.
Yes, we get to tan for free, we get to lay out for free, and we get to have guests at the pool, everything. And it's furnished, like our couches and end tables, everything's furnished. Bed, everything's furnished.
Dressers.
It's noisy living in an apartment complex. Especially the people next door like throw raves. And during game days, or game day weekends, it gets pretty rough. I personally go to state, so I walk to campus, and it only takes about 2 minutes depending on which building you go to, but I like walking campus. I don't have to buy a decal that saves me $100, so yeah. If you call, they're really good about coming to
Just contact us when we need to pay something.
Yeah, we like maintenance. They're pretty nice. And they change all your air filters. We don't have to do anything. You can even call and be like, hey, my light's out, and I'll bring you lights. And they do bug inspection, stuff like that. So.
Where I live at the Point actually is an advantage to the activities that go on campus because we are right off of campus. I can actually walk to activities and events that are being done on campus, like I am involved in the Exercise Science Honor Society, which meets once a month, and I can actually walk to the meetings in McCool, and I'm involved in intramural sports. You can go to your games or your meets or whatever, and I can also walk there too. So living where I live is definitely an advantage to what goes on campus.
And repeat after me. Chug, chug, chug.
I like it because it's so close to everything. You can walk everywhere. You can walk campus if you had to. It's the best location. You know everybody around. You don't have to worry about getting rides home, things like that. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. You don't really take care of anything. It's kind of hard to get anything fixed if you need it fixed on time or anything like that. They just don't really care that much.
The way I feel about day camp, like owning most of the Cotton District, is just overwhelming. Like, I don't understand why he owns so much of it and he tries to expand so much, and I just get the feeling that he doesn't care about his places at all.
The Dean of Students Office and Student Services have established an off-campus housing service to help students adjust to life off campus.
Mainly it's out there to try to provide information about the community, where to go if you were trying to set up utilities. And we're creating an off-campus guide that will eventually be linked out there as a PDF. And it has everything in it from like a sample budget to issues you might have with roommates, or just trying to kind of help them problem solve or manage living on their own, really. Hotel accommodations out there, get all the restaurants out there, all the places to shop, all the places to worship, all the places to do what, you know, whatever it is that you would do in your normal life. And, you know, the advantage of campus is you have all of that right here kind of at your beck and call. And now we're reaching out into the community a little more and trying to get that all that information out there to students and their parents, you know, as well. In my opinion, is I'm sure a lot of students choose to live off campus just to have their freedom, in a sense, to have, you know, their own space with choosing who they want to live with and living in the, you know, just their own house.
Man, I love college. Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?